gobble people up, but then they spit them out to safety.
Oh no! It's
they're heroes now. Hey, excuse me, what are you talking about? All right, full disclosure.
A lot of stuff. Hey guys, my name's Dan, and today's reaction is the Marvel's pitch meeting. I gotta tell you guys, before we get into this, my experience with seeing this movie. So what I like to do when I go and see these movies is I like to go on a weekday in the morning. That's where I find that little to no people are in the particular auditorium within the theater that I'm watching. So this time around, I didn't see anybody, and I was super pumped about that. That was great. That was awesome. I don't really like other people being in the movie theater because it's, you know, less chance for people to talk, less chance for people just to sort of ruin things regardless of whatever they decide to do. Anyway, there was nobody in the theater, so I was just sitting there. I was just chilling on my phone, getting ready for the movie. And usually when, you know, the previews start, lights will come off and will sort of immerse yourself within it. And that didn't happen. So I was like, okay, maybe that'll happen at the start of the movie. Didn't happen then either. So nobody was in that auditorium except for me, and I think that includes up in the box area where they control everything. I guess everything was just sort of automated, and the lights weren't, and nobody was there to really check. So I had to watch the entirety of this movie with that light on, which made certain scenes really hard to see because that's that glare off those lights are just absolutely terrible. But I was able to, you know, understand what was going on and enjoy certain moments and be able to see everything that I need to see. There were just some of the darker scenes that were just awful because of the glare. But I just want to let you guys know that because it doesn't really happen too often. But when it does, it's I guess in hindsight, it's kind of funny, even though somebody just really wasn't doing their job. But before we get into this pitch, please do check all those links I have for you down in the description below. More specifically, Ryan George's link and the pitch meeting link. They're both great ways to support him, and a great and easy way to support me is to go right below this video. Click all those buttons down there, because I always let you see future reactions that I do, but also helps my channel to grow. Without any further ado, let's go.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's a sequel to Captain Marvel. Oh, boy. And WandaVision. Oh, and Miss Marvel. All right.
Yep.
And Secret Invasion, kinda. So it's like a
Kinda.
sequel to 16 hours of content across 3 shows and a movie? Yeah, and it'd be preferable if viewers had watched all of that. Hey, what's a Marvel movie without a bit of homework? So what happens in this thing? Well, we've got this villain, Darben, right? And she's kind of angry because Captain Marvel's actions have kind of killed her planet Hala. All right, as long as we're not doing one of those generic, forgettable villains. People are really sick of forgettable villains. Oh, trust me, sir. Darben's anything but forgettable. Who's Darben? Okay, that's not a good start.
Stop! Great, start this pitch.
Ah, so she heads to Cincinnati? What? No, these are like quantum bands. Oh, okay. And so Darben, who is the villain, has one, and also Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel, has one too. She's from Miss Marvel. And Darben
yes, she
uses
is.
her to create a jump point in space, which causes all kinds of wackiness. What kind of wackiness? Well, since Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel and Monica Rambeau have light-based powers, they switch places when any of them use their powers simultaneously. Shouldn't Emilia Clarke's character from Secret Invasion be switching with them too? Hey, shut up. And so these characters
forgot about her.
Tarnax, and then Nick Fury takes Kamala Khan's family onto a space station. What? Why would he bring them there? For safety. That seems incredibly unsafe. Well, see, sir, the thing is, I want them in the movie. They're fun.
Yeah, they need to be in the movie. Makes the movie happen.
He's gonna crack jokes the whole time. You know Nick Fury. We just had him being pretty depressed and brooding in Secret Invasion. Yeah, really funny stuff. So then Darben is gonna steal all the breathable air from this planet and send it back home to Hala. That's Spaceballs. You're Spaceballs.
That is Spaceballs.
My Spaceballs are tight. Okay, carry on. You got me.
Spaceballs is great.
Marvel wants to stay behind and save all the people from this dying planet, but Captain Marvel's like, no, we save who we can. We gotta get out of here. Oh. Yeah, so we're gonna see Miss Marvel be like, what the heck? Oh, she's disappointed in her hero. That's an interesting thing to explore. Definitely. It's going to be a super interesting 20 seconds. We're not diving in deeper than that. Well, no, there's no time. Why not? I've already moved on. Oh, okay, I didn't realize. So then they go to this other planet where everybody sings, and if you don't sing, they don't understand you. What? And Captain Marvel is a princess, and she sings, and she wears a princess dress, and she sings too. What is going on? A bunch
Lots
of
singing.
Space kittens gobble people up, but then they spit them out to safety.
Oh no!
They're heroes now. Hey, excuse me, What are you talking about? All right, full
A
disclosure.
lot
I
of
did one
stuff.
of those take your daughter to work days and let my 4-year-old take a crack at some of these scenes.
Oh, damn.
Attack. Hey, since these people are musical, it could be cool to do some kind of musical fighting style. No. All right, and now Darben wants to steal the sun from Earth. Uh-oh, we need that thing for tanning purposes. Now, who's Darben? She's the villain. And what's her deal? I told you about Darben already. I did that. No,
That's the main villain.
That's not great. All right, anyway, now the Marvels need to fight her.
Very exciting.
And Darben's gonna get both quantum bands and tear a frickin' hole in space-time and die.
Not good.
Yeah, so now Monica Rambeau has no choice but to close this hole from the other side. Why can't she close it from their own side? Because that's what I wrote here.
Yeah, that's the only
Now
way.
that the universe and Earth are saved, Captain Marvel's gonna go back to Hala and try to save that planet too.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she's gonna tell Miss Marvel, I'm gonna bring Hala back, girl. I mean, that sounds like
I love that.
Actually, it's gonna be super easy.
Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yes, she flies into the sun and makes it hot again with her powers. I mean, if she has the power to reignite the sun with her powers, how is this villain difficult for her to beat at all? Yes, no, she had to learn the power of friendship and stuff.
That works. And so that's
Power of
about it.
friendship.
What do you think?
I mean,
great.
it sounds like some Marvel content. I think we just need a bit more to get people excited for marketing purposes.
Oh, yeah.
We can cut a trailer that kind of reminds people of older MCU movies that they really like and be like, hey, this is connected to that. Yeah, I mean, let's definitely play that card and throw that in there. Let's also toss a CGI beast into a mid-credit scene, get people talking about X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
That'll get word of mouth real buzzy. Fill those seats up.
Yeah, unfortunately it didn't, but, you know, that may just be because Marvel fatigue and probably everyone's watching Loki, including myself. You should watch Loki. Loki's freaking great. But I did see this, like I said, and outside of the lighting, it wasn't bad. I didn't dislike it in any sort of way. It was a fun time. Kamala Khan, the girl who plays her, so freaking likable. So it's really hard not to really root for her in any particular situation. So, you know, by rooting for her, you're essentially rooting for everybody else. And at least, you know, that's just coming from me anyway. I'm just rooting for all of them to succeed, all of them to do well. And they eventually did. But of course, you know, all those credit scene stuff, the after the movie stuff, and the mid-credit scenes, and then the ending stuff. It's all sorts of good stuff there. The stuff that they teased with the X-Men is pretty awesome. Kind of been wondering what they were going to do with the X-Men property once I think they purchased it 2000. I want to say this was before the pandemic, so 2019. I want to say I could be wrong on that. You guys will have to let me know for sure. But that will do it for me here. Comment down below. Let me know, what did you think about the Marvels? Please leave a like if you enjoy. Please check all those links I have for you down in the description below. And lastly, and most importantly, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my $5 and up supporters on Patreon. Cruising, Wolverine310, Jordan Bird, Kester Crotich, Amber K, Raymond Bright, Roadrunner 1967, Chris Curtis, Haley Machinardi, Ann Perry, Larka, Fox Cacophony, Leo Harris, Morgan Page, Ania Silva, Christian Siebold, and Marcus Florence. And I'll see you guys next time.